Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we have 5 brand new Kizers and others that have come in this week. Let's get right into it. First up, we have one of my favorites, the Kizer Meteora. I absolutely love this one. I bought this actually before they sent me one. So we should have one just like this that's still in the box that I can give away on the channel. I'll probably do that after I review this knife. So it's got nice grippy and contoured micarta. I'm guessing that's a close to polished stainless steel backspacer. The matching liners. You have a deep carry pocket clip that's not in set, and it is tapped for reverse carry. You have that front flipper that works good, and then you have the thumb studs that work good. Out of the box, of course, Kizer smooth action. I love the overall profile, love the size. This little scoop right here with that fantastic jimping. You can kind of choke up right here if you want, or choke back. So far, I've been really enjoying this one. Nitro V stainless steel. There's the designer star mark right there. You got black thumb studs. How's that sharpening choil? Sharpening choil could be better. Looks like you might be able to sharpen to about right here possibly, but if you look, that plunge grind is tapered, so it would have been nice to have that a little bit bigger. Then you could have had a full forward finger choil if you're going to do that. But regardless, that said, I absolutely love this one. Let me know what y'all think about this one and any of the knives I show in this video. If they are available, I will have them all linked down below in the description. Next up, we have the Kizer Skinner. And it has like that fadeaway frag texture in the micarta scales. It's nice and grippy. This is a flipper only, and this one buries pretty well into the handle. You have a reversible deep carry clip. They also inset that clip into the micarta, and it is reversible like I said. Now, one thing I noticed on this one right away, first of all, I'm not the biggest flipper fan. Second, there's no jimping on this flipper, and I understand why they did this, but you see this little scoop right here? You know, I'm guessing that's a landing pad, but if you watch my finger, I'll try to do it slowly. You're pulling back right here, and the top of these micarta things, they're not sharp, but it's not the most comfortable when you flip that. I mean, even the first flip, it's not terrible. I've noticed if I grab it right here and just do a quick flip, I don't really hit it like that, but if I do a normal light switch, I'm coming right there, and something I could probably easily knock that down just a little bit, and it might be a little more comfortable. Now, of course, for the ergos, perfection. You got a nice grippy row of jimping here, thin blade stock, so this one should be a good slicer. That upswept, it looks like a modified warranty, or you got a clip here, or reverse tanto. I think they're calling it reverse tanto, and that's what I guess we'll call it. So you have a raw stone wash finish, you have fullers, and then you have another fuller on top of a fuller. It's a very interesting look. This one right here reminds me of the Kershaw tilt in the open position, especially that blade. And you should get good versatility, being that that straight edge is going up, so it's like you have a much more pronounced belly. So I can get almost the entire edge on a flat cutting surface, even though you have flipper tab. You can kind of choke up, but it's more like a trigger finger grip. The access to that lock bar is not the best, and if you can see that, this chamfer makes this rather thin. Using this portion like I always do helps out a lot. Now, I will say for the size of knife this is, it is extremely, extremely lightweight. You have inset stainless steel liners. Let me show you something real quick. Look at all that pocketing on that stainless steel liner. I think it would have been even cooler if, being that this is pretty decent thickness on these micarta scales, especially this side, you could have went linerless on this side and then just put a partial locking liner. But even the way it is so lightweight, it's pitiful. Next, we have the Kizer Aura, probably butchering that. It has titanium scales with Damascus inlays, pivot collar, backspacer, and opposite side inlay. And I'm not putting gloves on. It's gonna smudge up. I just wanted to show you all that before it started smudging up. You have a blind screw, milled tie pocket clip. And the coolest thing about this one is the collaboration. I talked about it at Blade Show. So you have the blade hole. Takes a little getting used to getting to that blade hole. And the overall aesthetics of this knife, I think, are absolutely stunning. This is a design collaboration with Untitled Knives and Styles Designs. Two super awesome guys. I've got to meet them this year at Blade Show. Both of them. Awesome dudes and great designers. So it's so cool to see them collaborate on something. This is the first time I've seen that I can recall Kizer do this brushed DLC, so it's like a hand rub satin finish, still a fingerprint magnet. You have this harpoon blade, and this one is in CPM crew wear steel. Some of my biggest gripes, there's no lefty love here. Definitely would have liked to see more of a sharpening choil. And I think my biggest gripe on this one is how butt heavy this knife is. And it's because they put these fairly thick titanium slabs on this over stainless steel liners. Now, of course, they pocketed out the stainless steel a lot, but your balance point is about right here. Not terrible. It's a medium-sized knife. I can just get a 4-finger grip on it. Nice and smooth action. See how it's kind of, you got to kind of grab it a little different to do a reverse flick, or you could do a slow roll. Let's see, can I do a, yeah, thumb flick's pretty easy too. Let me know what y'all think about this one. This is the most expensive version of this. There are several different variations of this that are much cheaper. Number 4, we have the Kizer Hidden Agenda. So you have the carbon fiber looking kydex with the over shell right here to house the Ulti clip, my favorite clip. Also comes with a small tech lock style belt clip attachment and the hardware for it and some paracord. So this one has these very nice feeling aluminum scales, like the purple anodization on the lanyard hole right here, and it's got like a little dip right here. Then you have these raised aluminum spots for some texture, and it almost feels like they're rubber, but I think I'm pretty sure I read that it is aluminum. I like the weight on it. Now this is a compact fixed blade. My medium-sized hands, I just get a 4-finger grip on it. As you can see here, we have a dual edge dagger grind with their black traction coating, and I was kind of shocked to see this. It doesn't make the most sense to me, but the blade steel on this one is CPM 10V. That's a high edge retention steel, so it's going to hold a great edge, but you'd think with a double edge dagger like this, especially one with a acute tip, you'd want that to be super tough. So I would have thought 3V would have been the choice. I think they said they were having trouble getting 3V, I'm sure, with Crucible closing down, selling. The Hidden Agenda was designed by Mr. Justin Lundquist. You got jumps here and here. Once again, I think this is the most expensive variation of this one. I think there's some budget-in versions of this. If one of them's in 14C, I think that would be a fantastic option other than 3V because it's super tough. You got fullers on both sides. It's definitely a beauty. Number 5, we have the Kizer Polaris. It's got a kydex sheath, small tech lock style belt clip attachment so you can swap it any which way you want. I don't love this, but on this knife, I kind of understand. They put the little small diamond strip right here. I hate those, especially. I don't care as much on something like this. This is, I guess, geared toward bushcraft, but unless you're a great sharpener, it's going to be hard to do anything with that. I'd rather just carry a little pocket stone if I'm, you know, in the woods. You have the retention screw to make the tension tighter. And as you can see how open it is, I got a good bit of tension. Look, and this is open if I want to tighten it up. And being this is a heavier fixed blade, I'll probably tighten this up real quick to increase that tension. And you can see, you'll see this pull itself together some. See how it's tightening? I don't want to go too far because sometimes it's almost, yeah, see, it's very hard to, not very hard, but it's got a nice little push off. Yeah, I need to loosen it up just a little bit. Some of these don't work that great. It all depends, in my opinion, on where the retention spot is and how big it is. This one's got a pronounced one right here. You can see where it's contacting. So that's good right there. So the Polaris has beautiful contoured smooth G10 scales with like a Coke bottle swell here in the middle. You got jimps here, a bow drill divot here, a attitude adjuster pommel on the end right there, nice large lanyard hole to fit some 550. Full tank construction. You have that black traction coating. This one's in 1095 steel. If you're like me and you'd rather something else, there are other variations. I think there's one in a stainless if I remember correctly. Now this one, I don't think I've ever tested a Scandi like this. Before that, you got nice rows of jimping here and here, actually grippy because of the traction coating. This is a 0 ground Scandi, meaning that where the grind starts goes all the way down to the edge. So it's going to be a great slicer, feather sticker. It should, at least. We'll see. And then they take it a step further. If you look at that tip, this is a chisel ground blade. So this side is completely flat, and then they did this right here just for some added aesthetic there, and I'm sure to kind of balance the knife out a little bit. That sharpening notch is okay. The only thing about this one is, especially in the 1095, you're not gonna, well, it even says it on the thing, you're not gonna probably want to baton with this one. Look at that. Look how thin that edge comes down. Very, very keen. And if you baton some hardwoods, I could bet you it's probably gonna ruin that edge. But like I said, I think there's some that have just regular Scandies and some Scandies with a micro bevel. This is one beautiful fixed blade. We've had one of their knives on the channel before. Number 6, we have one coming from ANDERSSON COPRA. This right here is his classic Scout. The first one we reviewed was the ANDERSSON COPRA Grit, if y'all recall on the channel. Absolutely stunning fixed blade. So when you reached out and asked if I want to check out this one, as soon as I saw the rendering of this one, I was excited. So the same nice leather sheath with their company insignia embossed in there. Look how nice all this finishing on this leather sheath. Look at that. All this is handmade. Love this beautiful pocket clip. I've been carrying this one since I got it. Comes with a little leather lanyard to help pull out of the sheath. Oh yeah, just look at this. You have these nice and grippy natural lead micarta scales, large flared brass hollowed out tubes, full tank construction, perfect size. And then what got me excited is this blade. So you have, looks like a drop point or very close to a spear point. If not a spear point, a drop point. You have like a stone wash finish. You have the ANC on this side. These are made in Sweden. Got a little sharpening notch cut in right here. And this has hollow ground in AEBL steel at 62 HRC. Sweden on this side. These are handmade custom fixed blades. The sharpness out of box on this one and the grit is just remarkable. The Classic Scout is a little bit longer than the grit, and the Classic Scouts could be even more versatile because of the lower tip. So let me know what y'all think about this one. I'm hopefully gonna be able to start the testing on this one tomorrow if everything goes as planned. Number 7, we have the OKNIFE U1 Ultra. I saw this and I had to check it out. I have the titanium scales. Now that I've gotten this, the extra weight, I wish I would have gotten the OEL aluminum. So you have a flipper and you have thumb studs. Both work great. And the reason why I picked this one up is because it comes with a ceramic razor blade. Now, I've bought plenty different ceramic razor blades off of Amazon. Every one of them that I've ever bought sucked. This one is ridiculously sharp. Ceramic can hold an edge for a really long time. You're just not going to want to hit anything hard with it because it will chip it out. Number 8, we have the Trivisa Dragonfly. This thing is a beauty. Look at the tree bark style milling on this Contour G10. It offers a perfect amount of texture. You have a deep carry clip inside into the G10 that is reversible with the filler tab and a lanyard hole. The action, fantastic. And you have a drop point blade, 14C 20 steel, nice and thinly ground. Got jimping up top. Only thing that I don't love is you can see it's already starting to flare right here. This is not an adjustable crossbar lock, but they have been doing a great job dialing in the tension on their crossbar locks. Yeah, this is a medium-sized knife. If you have large, extra large hands, this one might be a little small for you, but love it. 9, we have the AMH Knives Preyert 2 budget version. You got smooth contour G10 scales. You have a flipper and you have a blade hole. Both work great. You have a clip point blade, 14C 20 steel, deep carry pocket clip inset into the G10. However, it is not reversible. Another one that's medium size, nice thick scales, fills out the hand nicely. Yeah, love it. Number 10, we have the Tenable Fenrir crossbar lock. Man, this one's gonna be popular. You got great traction on this frag textured micarta. Everything is rose gold other than the micarta, as you can see there. There's other variations if you don't like the rose gold. How do they do on the tension? Perfection. Same beautiful blade. Nitro V stainless steel and that rose gold. Beautiful, beautiful action right out of the box. Now, one thing I noticed on this one that looks like it's different. This is an adjustable crossbar lock. They used to have 3 tension holes in there to adjust the tension. Well, now, if you look in there, now there's 4. So that's always a good thing. It's on the second one, so you can make it 1 more stronger or 2 more weaker. I think this will be one of their most popular models. Y'all let me know what y'all think. And lastly, number 11, we have the Off-Grid Knives Cleaver V3. I reviewed and tested the Cleaver V2 on the channel, I think maybe 2 years ago. And the only thing I didn't love is that it was in D2 steel. However, that D2, I mean, blew my mind on how good it was. So you have texture on these G10 scales. You have the deep carry clip inside into the frame. And flip it over here, it is reversible with the filler plate. Only thing, I wish this had a thumb hole right here. That would make this one perfection. Then when I first saw this flipper tab, I was like, ooh, that seems like it's pretty far back. But if you look at it, it's really in the middle of this pivot, and the detent is perfection. You can light switch it if you want. You can kind of sit up on top right there and push button it. The ergos initially feel great. Now doing the pull cut, you kind of feel that flipper tab. You have a gray washed cleaver blade now in 14C 20-inch steel, so it's in a stainless, tough stainless too. Sharpening choil, you're gonna get probably maybe 2 sharpenings before it'll start to thicken, but you can easily open that up because they brought that plunge grind all the way back. Look at that jimping. Ooh, grips the finger perfectly. And if this one performs anything like the Cleaver V3, look how thin. It should be a fantastic performer. Pretty sure these are the ones that they have made in Taiwan, in their Taiwan factory. Only thing I noticed on this one, besides only having flipper deployment, is see how they put this chamfer right here on the lock. See how thin it is on top? Well, if I come to the top right here, I'm pushing into that. Now, when I use that portion of my thumb, it's okay. But I wish they would have either brought this down a little bit more, or I don't know. I don't know how they could fix that. But once I got used to doing this, like I always do anyway, it's fine. Nice and smooth. I might be able to reverse flick off this grind. I mean, let's see, hold on. Let me see. The detent's pretty stout for the flipper. Oh, you can reverse flick. Maybe I'll add a thumb stud or thumb hole to this one. I don't know. Well, here's another shot of all of them in the open position. Like I said, any of these that interest you that are available, they will all be linked down below in the description. If you have any questions in particular, feel free to ask me down below, and I'll do my best to get back with you. I hope every single one of y'all is having a fantastic day today. And I gotta say, this one's going right back in the pocket. And you have to remember, keep these blades sharp. Smile more. Boom, boom, peace. Boom, boom, peace.